Bearing these phenomena in mind, it will easily be seen although the Sun is at all times above and parallel to the Earth's surface, he appears to ascend the firmament from morning until noon, and to descend and sink below the horizon at evening. This arises from a simple and everywhere visible law of perspective. Bearing these phenomena in mind, it will easily be seen how the Sun, although always parallel to the surface of the Earth, must appear to ascend when approaching and descend after leaving the meridian or noonday position. At a certain point, the line of sight to the object and the apparently uprising surface of the Earth upon or over which it stands will converge to the angle which constitutes the vanishing point or the horizon, beyond which it will be invisible. It is obvious to any child and sovereign-minded adult that the sun, moon, stars, and planets, every light in the sky above, revolves around the motionless earth beneath our feet. It is also plain to see that the sun and moon are both approximately the same size and situated relatively close to Earth. Not millions upon millions of miles away.
Some of the earliest high-altitude aeronauts confirmed the flat Earth. In 1931, Auguste Piccard reached an altitude of 51,775 feet, much higher than any plane you've been on. Piccard described the Earth as a flat disk with upturned edge. No, you've never seen the curvature of the Earth from an airplane window. Fortunately, you don't have to be a death-defying aeronaut to see what's up there. What you're seeing right now is a video from 121,000 feet. I remember when I first saw this, I was just dumbfounded because it didn't match anything that I've watched before. Whenever you're shown a picture of a high-altitude balloon or even a high flight, you're shown something phony like this. This isn't once in a while, this is the standard. It turns out that these so-called curvature photos and videos were all shot with a fisheye or ultra-wide-angle lens to get this effect. That's a fact. It's a curvature illusion. For all of our lives, we're inundated with supposed pictures from space. High-altitude balloons finally gave us a vision of what the Earth truly looks like from high up. Here's a great example of the standard deception. As you can see by the bent rope, the student's photo here was taken with a fisheye lens, and then the article falsely claimed it was the curvature. Do you see the deception?
I'm tired of trying to fucking wake people up. I'm tired of that shit. Fuck these guys that, I believe fucking Fisher's story. Why would they lie? They could never pull something like that off. Then that would mean that everybody was in on it. No way. They didn't say that on CNN. God, I want to get those motherfuckers. Fool these motherfuckers. Easily they'd buy it.
What about satellites? Did you know that NASA has hundreds of these satellite balloons up in the air right now? I never knew these NASA satellites existed before Flat Earth. Have you seen them? Google and many other companies have fleets of these balloons as well. Look up Project Loon. The fact that NASA and its subsidiaries hardly discuss these so-called satellites was a huge proof for me because it evinces a deliberate effort to conceal the fact that space satellites don't exist. The whitewash of these balloon satellites is evidence that they are lying about space satellites. These high-altitude balloons can carry 8,000 pounds and include telescopes, radar equipment, communications equipment, internet, etc. Here's one that almost killed some people. Finally, look at these actual NASA videos of satellites. They are manifestly fake. Look at this one. 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 Look at this one.
Imagine we live on a flat fucking world. All this time we thought we lived on a round planet, huh? We have no fucking evidence to believe that we're on a round planet, only by people telling us, but we really don't know who we are, where we came from, who the fuck is our purpose here.
It's fucking insane.
Fuck my whole brain up right now. This got me going in so many directions right there.
So all the astronauts are just
Actors. Actronauts.
actronauts. Actronauts. Actronauts.
Have you ever looked away from Earth into the black void?
So because you can see, because you can see the stars.
Oh yeah.
You know, and pretty much all the time you can see the stars.
There's more than stars. You can see planets. You can see moons.
We were never able to see stars from the lunar surface. I don't recall during the period of time that we were photographing the solar curl what stars we could see.
I don't remember seeing any. Can't wait to see Chris Hadfield and tell him that my buddy thinks he's an actor.
I can't wait to see him either and say, nice try, bud. Didn't fool me,
So
though.
Chris Hadfield has never been to space, is what you're telling me?
Never. No one has.
No one has.
The world is so generous in its beauty, and you do your best to take pictures of it. It's just flat and gorgeous to see.
It's just flat and gorgeous to see.
Do you want to know why when you flip a globe over, it says not for educational use, but decorative purposes only? It's because not only would you never get to where you're going, but if you did, you would add miles upon miles upon miles on your trip. I want you to look at the CBS American School of Air map used in 1943 for flight school. And I want you to look at this. Here is a scale. People always say, where's your flat Earth map with a scale? Well, here it is. Not only does it have a scale, but it has this funny looking white border with all this outlined mapped terrain. What could that be? What could that be, I wonder? Not that continent at the bottom of the globe, something else that surrounds it. Now I want you to look at this map, and I want you to look at New York, and I want you to look at the path you would take from New York to Moscow. Okay, let's take a closer look. New York to Moscow, how's that gonna look on this map? Let's draw a line right straight across, and notice how it's going to cut through Greenland. Now let's look at what the flight path they show us actually looks like. So when you pull up the actual flight path, this is what it looks like. They make it so it arcs up to Greenland and then down to Moscow. And notice the distance is actually shorter on their curved line compared to this one if you were to just go straight from New York to Moscow. Why would that be longer? Think about that. Again, on the flat Earth map. That's an actual map that flight schools used to use. Right through Greenland, and I want to show you why their straight line is actually a longer distance. Because this is what their straight line actually is on a real map. The map pilots use, the flat Earth map. It adds distance because you go curve away from it to come back versus going straight across. Now I just want to give you another example of how their curved flight paths from LA to Japan, why would we do that? I'll show you. Because on the flat Earth map, LA to Japan is actually exactly straight line. You just fly across, and I want you to notice, where do they cut through? Alaska, and just on the edge of Russia here. Let's go back and look. Look again. LA, through Alaska, just to the tip, across Russia, and down to Japan. Now is it making sense? Oh, and if you don't believe me, maybe you'll take these guys' word for it.
How long have you been a pilot for? 43 years. Wow. What shape is the planet? Flat.
Did you notice any curvature while we were up there?
Curvature? No.
No? There's no curvature?
It's just all flat.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
I've been flying.
Yeah.
I've come to the conclusion
Yeah.
there is no curvature. I never allow for curvature. There's no way there's curvature. We're round and flat, aren't we?
Definitely.
We are, aren't we?
Flat as
Thank you.
pancake, mate. Flat as a pancake.
And the outer ring is south,
Yeah.
and so north must be in the middle, correct?
Possibly.
That would be the only way that a
Yeah.
magnetic compass would work on a flat plane.
Might be on something, man.
Yeah, but you're not having me on. We're round and flat, aren't
Flat
we?
as a pancake, mate. Yeah. There you go.
Thank you, man.
No worries.
You made my day.
So again, this is on there because it has to be. Otherwise, everyone would be getting lost. Everyone. And the next time someone says, show me a flat earth map with scale and a key, take them to the CBS American School of Airmen and show them this. And say, here you go. But as always, I know this is just a fake map from 1940s. They did these things to be funny. There was no point of this. And all this terrain out here, that's really just Antarctica at the bottom that they just stretched out in a circle for funsies. All for entertainment purposes, of course. Have a good day.
Afternoon, ladies.